Lieutenant General Cardon. General Cardon was commissioned in 1982 as an engineer officer. His duty stations include 2nd Armored Division at Fort Hood, 5th Corps and 3rd Armored Division in Germany, National Training Center at Fort Irwin, 4th Infantry Division, and he also served as a special assistant to the Chief of Staff of the Army. His command positions include commander of the 588th Engineer Battalion in the 4th Infantry Division. He also commanded the 3rd Infantry Division's Engineer Brigade. He was the first commander of the 4th Brigade Combat Team of 3rd Infantry Division and currently serves as, also commanded the 2nd Infantry Division, and Lieutenant General Cardon now serves as the commander of the United States Army Cyber Command. So please welcome Lieutenant General Cardon.
Well, thank you all very much. First, it's a real honor for me to be here today. A couple of months ago, I was up at the Army Cyber Institute, and we were talking about what could we do to generate more excitement, innovation, discussion about cyber. And when you look at TED Talks, what about something like Cyber Talks? And so I'm really happy today to see a mix of military, industry, academia, government, because we're all in this together. And when I look at this, I normally describe cyber, and I'm fairly new to the space, not to operations, but to cyber itself. I normally look at it in terms of people, processes or operations, and technology. And when I look at the tremendous speakers that we have today, I think we could have a lot of discussion just based on what comes on today, and then how do we implement that, not just in the military, but across our national power structures, and in that I include business, government, and academia. If you look at the people side, to me, people is the key to everything, because I believe we're living in the midst of a technology revolution. And if sometimes people go, what do you really mean by that? Well, there was a big revolution in military affairs 100 years ago this year, World War I. When you look at 1914 and what the militaries looked like, and when you look what they looked like in 1918, the inventions of submarines, aircraft, tanks, incredible, the start of Blitzkrieg with Stormtrooper. There was so much innovation that even today, pieces of it, you could come back and see that. Well, I believe we're seeing that now being driven by wireless, virtualization, cloud, mobile technologies, big data technologies, quantum, and advanced computing technologies. And so what will it look like in the future? The key to that, though, is the people. And then with the people, behind that is then, okay, so how do we operate in this space? And how do we operate in this space in a proper legal framework that protects civil liberties, privacy, yet enables us to do, just because you can do things doesn't mean you should, is what I often say in this space. And then finally, the technology itself, which many become enamored on. So I had a discussion yesterday on innovation, and I talk a lot about it, and I'll leave this as my last thought here. Is often when people talk about innovation, they talk about disruptive technologies or disruptive processes. But there's a whole nother side of it, which is the continuous side of innovation. And we were having this discussion yesterday. I said, okay, you have to put that in something I can understand. They said, you'll instantly understand this. You know, Windows 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's continuous innovation. Disruptive are things that we've seen with iTunes or with Google search engine. It upset the entire structure. I think we're sitting in the midst of that, and how we balance that and how we manage that in this space is critical. And so I think that getting in speakers from all the disciplines that I mentioned is critical to the future of this space. It's still so new in many ways, old but new in many ways, that we don't understand it very well. So as the society evolves, that's the evolution of the society will also impact the military, and it's going to give us capabilities that we were never thought of before. And you see that playing out in operations around the world today. And so I'm extremely excited about this. I actually have to fly to Fort Leavenworth right after this, out to the Command and General Staff College. But I am glad it's being taped because I'm going to watch this. I appreciate all of the speakers coming here today. I appreciate your interest in cyber, a new domain. We're just figuring out how to operate in this. A lot of capability coming online. And so I couldn't think this is more timely. I once again want to thank General Hernandez and General Swan. Thanks for sponsoring this. And Army Cyber Institute and the National Defense University. So I hope you have a great Cyber Talks today, and I look forward to talking with many of you here in the future. Thank you very much.